Hello and welcome to day 5 of Closing the Gap. So I started this really awesome video that I was really excited about, but it got really cold today and just conditions weren't quite right to finish the last part of this little documentary type thing that I wanted to do today. But anyway, so I decided to do a semi-impromptu video, and I was thinking about my favorite YouTube videos and favorite YouTube video people. So I instantly, thought of the Vlog Brothers, and there's one where he likes to read like the first page of his novels, or at least, he did that one time. So I like to say that it's a regular thing, and so I just wanted to read you the first page of my own personal novel. So far it's 1 page long. Really excited about it. Remember, don't go buy this in stores. It will not be available for you. But here's, just an awesome dramatic reading of this book. I began packing all of my possessions into the well-worn duffel. The act was familiar, but the feeling in the pit of my stomach wasn't. There wasn't much to put in. I'd learned to do without. The purging over the last couple of years had left me with weeks' worth of clothes, toiletries, my computer, and a notebook, and an old photo album. The rest of my prized possessions, a map of the U.S., old notebooks, and some books, were waiting in my pickup outside. I took a deep breath and walked out the door of the hotel room without looking back. I wouldn't miss the leaky shower and roaches. Part of me was terribly excited to finally do what I'd been putting off for too long, and the other part was threatened by the possibility that it wouldn't come close to my expectations. I've been crunching the numbers for years, getting lost in them. I jumped from job to job, nothing and no person keeping my interest long enough for me to stick around for more than a few months. This one thing pushed into my mind more often than was probably healthy, but it was the only thing that I had any potential to make sense of through all of the monotony. I think it began in high school. I was always pushed farther and harder than most of the other students. There were a group of us, always competitive, and it was really a terrible way to live. Somewhere between the volumes of books that we were forced to read and my own obsession with geography, I started noticing the patterns. Once I had memorized the population statistics of all the major U.S. cities, I started looking into the small towns across the Midwest that no one had heard of. I liked the idea of living outside the pressure and stress of office building high-rises and caffeine flowing through my veins. Places like Ayrshire, Iowa, with its total of 303 residents, always sounded appealing. I imagined everyone walking out of their ivy-covered brick houses to say hello to the mailman and children riding their bikes along the street. The Ayrshire of my imagination always seemed like a great place to live. It was a strange sort of escape from the world around me. So there you go. That's the first 2 paragraphs of Unnamed Novel by Tiffany Wilson. Sorry about that reading. It got a little choppy at times. But hopefully you appreciated that. Sorry, it's not quite the most creative video ever, but being an English major, I was hoping, or English focus, I guess, I was hoping that you could just give me some impact, some feedback on that wonderful bit of writing there. Maybe I have a future in Novelry. Yeah, so I'll talk to you later.